Picture this. It was December 2005. You just got a cool new game for Christmas. This is an open world racing game that everyone has been talking about. You unwrap your gift and find that the game cover is full of graffiti. It contains a large playlist mainly filled with heavy metal, police lights, and finally, a silver and blue car you can't fully make out, but after turning it on, you find out that it is in fact the BMW M3 GTR. A car destined for the world's racetracks, but banned because rules got in its way. And so it was outlawed, and its almighty V8 fire-spinning style exhausts and carbon fibre were sent away to be forgotten, until it was unbound from its slumber and unleashed onto the streets of Rockport. The game I am talking about is of course Need for Speed Most Wanted. And in this video, to celebrate 30 years of Need for Speed, I will be talking about the legendary, unforgettable, iconic and breathtaking BMW M3 GTR. I must warn you though that there will be some spoilers ahead, so you have been warned. We start off by going back to October 2000. BMW were following up their E30 and E36 M3 models with the new BMW E46. The E46 M3 unleashed onto the scenes with its 3.2-litre S54 engine, a naturally aspirated masterpiece, producing an impressive 343 brake horsepower and an 8,000 RPM redline. It's one of the finest engines ever made. It paired old-school driving purity with cutting-edge technology. It was critically acclaimed by all, and still is today, except there was one small issue. It sucked at being a race car. In American Le Mans series, the M3 was just no match for the Porsches at the time, so rather than lose, BMW knew that they had to find a loophole somewhere. So one night, let's say BMW accidentally took an E46 M3 and accidentally stripped it out, and finally they accidentally slapped a bespoke 4-litre V8 in it, producing 493 brake horsepower. At the opening round of the 2001 American Le Mans Series season, the E46 M3 GTR was born, and it was a machine born to dominate. This transformation allowed the car to compete with and defeat giants like Porsche on track. However, the M3 GTR's domination was short-lived. Porsche, who couldn't make a better car, started to accuse BMW of bending the rules, as the car's production version required for homologation was seen as virtually unobtainable, as the standard M3 had an inline-6 and the GTR had a V8. However, BMW thought of this, as they produced only 10 road-going models, each priced astronomically at €250,000 each. Only 6 of the 10 got made, and only 3 were sold. So yeah, this led to cries of foul play from other losers such as Porsche, and with the unrelenting pressure, the regulations were changed, and the M3 GTR was banned from competition forever. While its motorsport career ended in controversy, this outlaw status laid the groundwork for its mythical appeal. The M3 GTR was able to find a second life, but not on track, but in the gaming world. Its first major appearance was in Need for Speed Most Wanted, where it was immortalized as the ultimate symbol of freedom and defiance. Players are introduced to the car as the protagonist ride at the very beginning of the game, in all of its silver and blue liveried glory, oozing style and aggression. The player uses the car at the very beginning of the career mode until it is sabotaged and unfairly stolen by the game's antagonist, Razor, setting off a thrilling journey to reclaim it, as they must fight racers and the police through the blacklist to take on Razor again and get their car back. Its powerful performance, unique sound, and unmistakable design made it the perfect partner for outrunning cops, racing rivals, and reclaiming your place as the city's most notorious street racer. No other car in the game was as well rounded as the M3 GTR, making it an excellent reward after completing the game. The M3 GTR's popularity ensured it would return in other Need for Speed games. In Need for Speed Carbon, the sequel to Most Wanted, the car makes a dramatic entrance, reprising its role as a symbol of dominance. It's the protagonist's car once again, and in the prologue, You continue from where you left off, as you are seen driving down a canyon outside Panama City, while being chased by Sergeant Cross, until you approach a closed road in the canyon and the car is totaled. However, the M3 GTR becomes a reward for completing the game, among a few other challenges in Carbon's reward card feature. The M3 made appearances few and far between. In Pro Street and Undercover, there was a body kit for the E46 that looked like the GTRs, and in Undercover, they even had the same livery as a preset option. In the run, it had the same livery, but it was on an E92 GTS, and it was DLC in Most Wanted 2012. If you like that game, please hit the card to watch a video on why you shouldn't. Other than a few E46 M3s looking like the GTR, it wasn't until 2019's Need for Speed Heat when the M3 GTR would reappear as an unlockable car once the story mode was completed. It even makes an appearance in the final mission of the night story, capturing nostalgia while allowing a new generation of players to experience its allure. In Need for Speed Unbound, released in 2022, the M3 GTR continues to live on, now as a symbol of rebellious spirit in a bold, stylized racing world. It was originally available to EA Play gamers at launch, but it has since made a return in lockdown. Unbound's excellent new game mode, where the player wreaks havoc on the city, annoying cops, completing races and stealing cars in the lockup. One feature to note is the Razor's custom edition of the M3 GTR. It is based on the same Most Wanted 05 car, and its design is a bit different. This is no ordinary car, it's a battle-scarred symbol of triumph and betrayal. Reclaimed from Razor, who rigged a race to steal it, the dirt-clad damaged beast carries the scars of its tumultuous journey, from Rockport to Palmont to Palm City and now Lakeshore. From a parking ticket dated from October 2006 on the window, just before Need for Speed Carbon's release, to mismatched decals hinting at an early livery concept design. It's a car dripping with history. Total in Carbon's opening scene, the M3 GTR remains an icon of rebellion, embodying the gritty, high-stakes world of street racing, where every scar tells a story. The M3 GTR's outlawed history in motorsport makes it the perfect fit for the Need for Speed series. Just as it defined the odds on track, the car embodies the Most Wanted ethos of breaking free from authority and carving your own path. Its sleek yet aggressive design screams speed, while its real-world controversy mirrors the rebellious nature of the street racing culture in Most Wanted. In gaming, where players crave the rush of being the underdog or the outlaw, the M3 GTR is a natural star. Its storied past adds depth, its performance delivers thrills. But the M3 GTR isn't just a car, it's a legend, transcending the track and the screen to becoming a cultural icon, ensuring it remains unforgettable in the gaming world. But only in the gaming world, right? Well, last month, BMW themselves wrapped one of their M3 GTRs in the legendary Most Wanted livery and displayed it for a limited time in their BMW Welt Museum, which is free to enter, by the way. Allowing a car that was banished in the real world and sentenced to the virtual world to gain legendary status and return to real life. In the world of Need for Speed, where the rules are meant to be broken, there could not have been a better icon than the BMW M3 GTR. If for whatever reason you don't like this car and you prefer the red Mercedes AMG 1 from Forza Horizon 5, or whatever the hell the crew has on their cover these days, do not worry. I don't hate you. I just think you're a massive cunt.